Jon,
Yep.
thanks for coming.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having me.
Yeah. We had our nice little pizza dinner. We basically just did a podcast before a podcast. We talked a bunch of about Raptors and all that kind of stuff. How did you get into? I didn't ask you this. How did you get into this before you
into like the Raptors
into Raptor.
or into the
tours
or
into off-road, and then into Raptors, because Raptors are 15 years old basically.
Right. Well, I used to race motorbikes back in the day when I was a lot skinnier, and jet skis. And then, I was going to the races a lot down in Baja. And I had an older truck, a Toyota. And, I've always wanted a Raptor to go, to do some off-roading. And then eventually Gen 1 came up at a price that I could afford. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and
were all good deals.
Yeah,
I
went down, and I went down. He was down in Orange County. He owned a taxi company.
Okay, taxi company.
Yeah, he owned a taxi company, and John was his name, and I still talk to him. His dad gave him. His dad got a new one, so his dad gave him the old one, and then he was selling his Gen 1. And
and that's your blue one.
That was my blue one.
Okay, that's cool.
I beat up for 6 years.
What year did you get the Gen 1?
It was a 2012, and I got it in 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively new then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It had 82,000 miles on it, I think. Yeah, and then
so you sold it, right, or you still have
it?
it?
No, I sold it.
When you sold it, how many miles did it have on it?
It had almost 200,000. Yeah, and most of that was Baja miles.
Yeah, those are hard miles.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah,
the frame was it was beat. But hey, I mean,
it still ran and everything.
Oh yeah, it's still running good today. Yeah, the kid that bought it, I worked with his dad, and they have had the frame welded up.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people wouldn't, he had some work done at Baja HQ and stuff with it, and they said they wouldn't do any more work because they thought it was too dangerous because the frame was cracked everywhere.
Oh God!
He had the frame repaired, and
he didn't just frame swap it.
No, he just had them all welded up. I mean, there was only like, five or so cracks that were pretty gnarly. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad I stopped using it when I did. I probably would have been welding it up in the middle of a trail in Baja somewhere. But he got it welded up, and it's all good now, and it's still running strong.
Does he off-road it? Or
well, no. I mean, he's come out a couple of times out to Johnson Valley with us, but that's it. He's a young kid. He wants to be a firefighter, so he's at school, and
nice, and
he's working all the time now. So
nice,
but he will eventually, when he can afford to afford it. Yeah. So, but no, it's still running strong.
Nice. So, 2014, right, is when you got it.
Yeah.
When did Dirt Days start?
Oh, I think so. This is our 9th year.
9th year.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't math in public. So, I can't do that. What is that? It's 2017 ish.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's
So you had it for like 3 years before.
Yeah.
And you were just going to races and just
doing
that kind of stuff down there.
Yeah. I was going to races and stuff, and then I said, back then I was not making the money I was now, so I was looking for a way that I could go to Baja and afford to go. You know what I mean? So
you thought Raptor runs was going to make
that's
you
exactly well, it's not making any money, but it's giving me the chance to go where I want to go and not costing me anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's about, I think, all you can hope for is basically cost offsetting.
And really, that's what Dirt Days was about. It wasn't really called Dirt Days to start with.
What was it?
It was called the Aussie Rat Runs.
Aussie Rat Runs?
My original, who I wanted was a partner, was Rat Salt. And he is my best friend, and he is the announcer for Score. you know, he's up on the stage and he does all the announcing. So I wanted him to be my partner in it, and you know, all he had was his Baja, which is a Tahoe with a Dirt King's kit on it and stuff, and it was not reliable, and he said he couldn't do it. So then we did 2 runs on that, or 2 or 3 runs with Rat, and then
in your Raptor, or he brought his truck.
No, he brought his truck too. Yeah, and my Raptor, and then I don't know if you know Carlos, which was 420 Motors. Yeah, so when Rat's in, so then I wanted Carlos, so I invited Carlos along. I invited Carlos to come down to Baja and see what it's all like, and so they showed up, and he brought like 4 trucks with him, 4 people, and Liana, which is my partner now, was one of them, and so you know, at the time he had a princess wife, and and we were running late going to Mike's Sky Ranch, and she was getting upset because we weren't already where we're going and stuff. So we were in at Valley of Tea having tacos at the taco stand there.
How late? Like dinner time or not really?
Yeah, it was probably dinner time, you know, and shit happens in Baja.
You can say.
Stuff happens in Baja, you know, and we were running late and stuff. So we're at the taco bar, and he comes up and says, "Dude, my wife wants to go home, so we're all going to go home." And I thought all his people were going to leave, and Liana was there with her son. Didn't know me from a bar, so you know, she was Carlos's friend, and so I said, "You going to stay?" She says, "Yeah, I'm staying. I'm here. I'm having a good time." So then we went up to Mike's, and that's where we stayed the night, and we were there at the bar and out by the pool, and so I said, "She's pretty cool. She seems to enjoy it." So I said, "Hey, you want to start doing tours with me?" She says, "Yeah." And then within 2 weeks later, she had the LLC done, and so she was involved with Helio and Liana. There was like 3 or 4 of them, and that's where Dirt Days originally came about, through them, through that group. Okay. Yeah, and they all fell apart for some reason. I don't know the full story. And then so she had Dirt Days. That was her name already. So that's where Dirt Days came from, and that's
so you just kind of you adopted into that name a little bit. But you formed it kind of mostly with her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how Dirt Days got started.
Nice.
On a third partner, and she just happened to stay with her son. And I said, "Hey, well, then are you interested?" And she said, "Yeah." And it's been history ever since.
Nice. How did the rest of that run go? Where'd you guys go after that?
Where we go? I think we went across Crossover Road and up into Ensenada.
Okay, so just a little loop back up.
Yeah, little loop through Erindria.
Nice.
And then up into
going back up.
Yeah, going back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was only a weekend run, you know, so it was quick.
That's a fun.
I just wanted to show Carlos and see what he thought. And
so Dirt Days, once it got going, and well, looking at where it was, 9 years ago, right, to looking at it now, did you expect it to be where it is now, or do you think it's just kind of morphed into, and it's just organically grown and you've grown with it, or what do you think?
Well, we've learned a lot. Obviously come from stuff. When we first started, we didn't have a chase trailer, we didn't have nothing. It was just me and Liana, and obviously now we've got a lot more, but and help that comes along and stuff. But it really hasn't changed much. We're still not making a ton of money, where I can say I can just do this every day, but I get to go to Baja for free and have a blast, and run my truck. What I wanted to do, and if I can do that, I'm happy. I have a full-time job where I pays the bills, so this was more of a hobby to me, and we do make a little bit of money, but it all goes back into the truck, as you can see.
Yeah.
But it's taken a long time to be able to get to where I'm at with the truck.
Sure.
It's not cheap.
No. Yeah, I love that question. We'll do runs or whatever, and guys go like, "Hey, like, do you do this full time?" God, no, I wish. I could like rent an apartment maybe if I did.
I'd be living in my truck. I mean, I just to replace the Heim joints a couple of weeks ago was like $600 on the front end. You know what I mean? And that was after 5,000 miles in Baja.
Yeah,
you know. So
I did one. Well, we did our run last year in September on the R, and right now it has 24,000 miles or something like that, 23,000. But at the time it had like, 16, 18,000 miles, whatever it was. And after that run, blown shocks, right? So
like I just did today.
Yeah. So 3.0 dual live valve R shocks. And I mean, at the time, this is now 5-6 months ago. You couldn't find rebuild kits. There was an O-ring issue and the whole thing, whatever. So I'm like rolling around on like, bum shocks. And I'm like, dude, this kind of sucks. Going over like speed bumps, like hear things. I'm like, dude, it's not good. So then I ended up buying Blake Wilkie's takeoffs.
Oh yeah. I saw that. He posted that on his Instagram.
That was like a few grand. And I was like, dude, God, like, it's just back to the question, like, oh, do you do this for a full-time job? I'm like, no, this fuels the parts that break on the truck, and then like, I make a little money in the end, but like, oh my God, like, and we're talking about buying another chase truck, and we're talking about buying a different chase trailer and all this kind of stuff. I mean, not, making money is a foreign concept right now.
No, right. I mean
any measurable amount at least.
Right. I mean, the time I lose from my business, doesn't offset what I make in Baja. Like our biggest profits run is the carbo run, and we take home $3,000 each from that. But it's a 9-day run, and what I make in 9 days on my business is a lot more than $3,000. You know what I mean? So it's more of a hobby, and and it barely covers the maintenance.
What did you find like your average like run size was, and when did you realize that you were doing more? There was more of like a tour company, and maybe not less of, but morphing into that, and maybe away from just like taking friends down and hanging out. And
well, like when we first started, we wanted to take as many trucks at a time as we could, right? And we soon learned, I think our biggest run was we had like 18 or 19 trucks, and
that's rough.
It was rough because it was just me and Liana, and then I have Boris that helps now. He's really good. He's been with us from the start. But when you stop trying to just get him back in the truck was 30-40 minutes. You know what I mean? And every time you stop, everyone wants to pee, everyone wants to get out, everyone wants to talk, and then it was just what should have taken us 5 hours would take us 8 hours, you know what I mean, to get there, and it was dark, and so
and you're still doing like 150 plus miles a day of dirt kind of thing in Baja. So it's basically 225
so
miles
now
of dirt.
we just do 10.
Is that your limit? You have
10 to 12. 10 to 12.
It's a good size.
It is, and with that, most of the runs are repeat customers. Because there's only so many spots. We're not opening it up to everyone, and we just email all our customers at the start before it goes up online. So most of the spots are already taken before
you get a couple of new guys.
Before you get new
bring
guys
them into the fold, and then that's a good way of doing it.
So but with 10 people, we've found that 10 to 12 people, everything hums good. We get to where we're going to get to in a very reasonable time.
And you minimize potential damage. You start doing the math. You got 10 trucks with 4 tires each. You got 40 tires on the ground. You've got 19 or 20 trucks. You're doubling that. You're doubling
with
your
one
chances.
Trailer. You know what I mean? So, but with 20 trucks, we found, and trying to run with 20 trucks, we're spread out like 10, 15 miles with the dust. You know what I mean? We're just way spread out. So, by the time you get the front trucks pull up somewhere, we've been waiting 30, 40 minutes for the rest of the herd to catch up. You know what I mean? And then we're ready to
to take
off, and they want to get out of their trucks and do what we were doing,
hang out for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
So then we're sitting there for an hour and a half. You know what I mean? It just, but with 10 trucks, we found it was
nice and easy.
We pull up within 10 minutes, and we get to relax a little bit, and then we're in and gone. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it certainly helps with the size. Everything just flows really good.
Do you find that a lot of guys, and I think with us too, I have an opinion, not an opinion, but I've seen this. Do you think a lot of guys, when they go on the runs, they've seen like the Born in Baja video, like, the Greg Foutz stuff, and they've seen like other Raptor runs, they see the trail emissions, they see all this kind of stuff, like kind of first timers. Like, do you think they I don't want to say romanticize it, but they have like a kind of something sort of preconceived in their head about how they think it might go, and then like a day into Baja, they're like, whoa, this is way different than I expected, but like in kind of a good way, you know?
Yeah, no, in a good way, right. Yeah, no, like I said, once they've come down, they've been hooked.
Yeah,
the first time they're hooked. I mean, there is nothing like Baja. The landscape, the people, the food, it's just an amazing place.
Yeah,
and they're not like, you go out to Akatia Wells on a weekend, on a long weekend, and there's 100,000 people out there, you know what I mean? You go down to Baja, you don't see anyone.
You see 3 people.
Yeah, right.
Total.
On the trails, you know what I mean?
On the trails.
On the trails, and it's great. You don't have to worry about coming around the corner and 3 UTVs coming at you at a high rate of speed, It's just...
You don't have to worry about a random pickup here and there.
No,
with like
right.
3 donkeys in the back. That's about, that happens.
And a horse, right. That's about all.
About
it. No. So it's just, and the trails, out at Akatia Wells, it's a big area, but you can see everything in a few hours. You know what I mean? You just keep running the same trails. Where in Baja, you run all day and you don't run on the same.
You could run all year and not see the same thing.
Correct. Yeah.
And then go do it a year later and everything's changed.
Yeah. I mean, and then like out there, you're either in dirt or sand, and where in Baja you go through tree forest, into rocks, into sand, into lake beds, running down the beach and along the coast.
It's nice.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
You can't replicate it.
No, you can't. No, exactly right.
What do you think people underestimate when they go down there? The mileage, or do you think they underestimate?
Well, no, they kind of. Well, my group's like we do. I mean, they pay to off-road, right? So I take them. I give them as much as
full experience.
Yeah, as much as they can. And they haven't complained. I mean. Yeah, they seem to love it. I mean, it's the trails are getting a lot chewed up from the races, and especially out in the middle of nowhere where they don't get repaired and stuff. It's getting pretty brutal. I don't feel it as much now. And hopefully by San Felipe, I'll be on 40, so I really won't.
Yeah. Float over everything.
Yeah. I mean, now they're going to 42s down there on the trophy trucks.
Are they really? 42?
Yeah. So now... Yeah, the new Masons.
They're 42?
They're all 42s now.
That's
so
crazy.
The trenches that they're going to leave are going to be huge,
impassable.
Right.
Until they fix them, and fill them in.
Yeah, they'll be, they won't out in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we, on some of the trails, you've got to run to get places. They'll be just huge ditches, which you'll be scraping your underneath on, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
42s, they're huge. With 1,100 horsepower behind them.
Oh, my God.
I mean, they just take a road and turn it into... It's amazing. They even dig up rocks,
It's funny. We talked about this when we were eating pizza, about lessons learned and stuff like throughout the years. What do you think is a lesson that you learned the expensive way over the years? Breakage,
trying to drive too fast.
Yeah. Any of those cracked frame moments on the Gen 1?
Yeah, a lot of sucking up the seat. But yeah, well, on the Gen 1 I didn't do anything. All I had was Icon shocks, Icon uppers, and I had Deaver rear springs, and that was it. And you know, my Gen 2 now, I love my Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful, it's comfortable, but all the electronics in it.
You don't like them?
I don't have drive modes, and no one can work out why I don't have drive modes ever since we had the suspension done, right? So I have no idea why I don't have drive modes and stuff like this.
Do you have four-wheel drive still?
Yeah, I still have four-wheel drive, thank God. Yeah, but
that'd be a problem.
But yeah, you know, but I like to put it in an off-road mode because it deadens all the braking and the airbags and stuff, you know. So
and your sensors, your ABS kind of calms down a little.
Right,
bit.
exactly. So right now I can't adjust that. So now when I'm coming into a corner hot or something, my ABS is kicking in and I can't. Out. Yeah, and
even with the traction fully off. Or,
yeah. It still doesn't, you know, doesn't lock up and skid, you know, it's still fucking and you just keep on hauling ass towards
a straight thing.
Towards
that you want to be steering away from.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Steering input not entered. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so that's it. But my Gen 1, I ran it hard for a long time in Baja. And it never went on a trailer.
That's good.
Never broke down. I always drove it home. And it never, but most of the trucks were the newer trucks that go on the trailer. Go on the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's not a hard and fast rule.
Very, very rare that I ever see on our groups that we put a Gen 1 on a trailer.
Yeah, I give Gen 1s a lot of shit, but it's not a hard and fast rule, but it's definitely the newer trucks that seem to go on the trailer more. That being said, there's probably a little bit of bias because we track the types. Like we do that like year in review thing at the very end of the year, and we we have a lot of like stats that we try to like hold on to throughout the year and keep track of. And one of them is just, it's easy to keep track of, but it's just the type of truck that comes on our runs, you know. And now it used to be just Gen 1, Gen 2, and then I think for a period of time, for a very short period of time, there was Bronco Raptor, and right before Gen 3 was popular, but now it's Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. Bronco Raptor, Ranger Raptor, Raptor R, and then I think we have as a category, put like Shelby Raptor just to see, because those are kind of rare. So I want to see if one.
Yeah, we have a guy that used to come with us in the Shelby Raptor.
There's like one guy always that has a Shelby Raptor. Yeah, and he's Rick, but and now he has an R. But yeah, he had a Shelby Raptor. He was like our only Shelby Raptor dude for a while. But Gen 1s don't come out on runs a lot. They're really the vast minority that comes on our runs. We're really now we're taken over by Gen 3. Now we are. And that's because Gen 3 obviously started 2021. Now we're 2026. And when I say we're taken over by Gen 3, I am including the R, because obviously you can't have a non Gen 3 R. You have the 23 was the Gen 3, 24-ish started the 3.5, right? But it's still an R. And so basically, Gen 3 is now taken over, but Gen 2 is closely behind. And then, we don't get a lot of Gen 1s. We get like 2 a run, and we're doing 16 to 18 trucks.
Well, most of the people, like I said, because most of ours are repeat customers, so they've been with us for a long time, and most of them have Gen 2s. Yeah. And then the Gen 3s, we have a few people now that are moving up to that because the prices are used ones are coming down. And but I mean, what engineer thought it was good to make your rear harness with, if you break a wheel speed sensor, you got to replace the whole rear harness. It's $300 or $400 instead of a $80 sensor that would normally be. Now you got to replace the whole harness.
Wheel speed sensor is a big replacement on trail.
Correct. Yeah. 100%.
And we hope it's just the sensor. We just keep popping sensors in. That's the trail fix.
I mean, but I mean, in a Gen 2, I mean, if you get the Christmas tree, more than likely it's if ever the dash lights up and you get all this and train management and this and that and anti-collision and all that is generally a wheel sensor that's
your ABS light and everything else.
Broken. That's probably the biggest thing we have is wheels. So I carry a lot of them, but I don't carry a $400
the whole harness
Gen 3 harness.
No. Yeah.
You know, because
what was it? Wheel speed. Yeah, big on Gen 2 wheel speed, and then I broke on my R already. I don't know how it happened. It wasn't like my fault or anything. I think a rock hit it, just flying back, but it cracked the casing on the electronic parking brake.
Oh,
and
really?
So there's a little actuator that's right on the inside of the wheel back there.
Yeah.
So that cracked, and it was giving me a faulty light on the dash. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like looking underneath the truck. I'm not really looking like the most outboard point, and I'm like not seeing it. I'm like, dude, nothing looks bad down here, And then like it was like an hour later, I was like, I'm gonna look again, And I laid down there, I'm like, oh shit, the whole thing's like cracked and dangling off. I'm like, whoa.
See, on a Gen 1, you don't have to worry about that.
No, you don't have electronic
you don't have any of that. You don't have any of that problem on a Gen 1.
Yeah. So I will say, the gremlins and the electronics on the Gen 3.
Yeah.
And we asked them about that at the Raptor rally. We said, are you trying to like limit or reduce or just, make better the amount of electronic issues that guys are having? And they said no.
Yeah. No,
it's not like a failure point that they're seeing. And I'm like, well
telling
you it is a failure point.
It is, but most people go to Starbucks and they don't have any problems, right? So
that's hard. It's hard for Ford too. They got to design it for the guy that goes to Starbucks, which is like a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And they got to design it for the guys that do this kind of stuff.
But, and a lot of other problems we get is from when they go through the water too fast.
Yeah.
They
the
steering racks,
kills it,
and it kills the wiring, and you get the Christmas tree up on the dash, and it's we get a lot of that.
Mud impacting mud too.
Yeah.
Can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
So that's
I
carry a spare steering rack with me when we're off.
Yeah.
Which is luckily because our last run we were at lunch in Scorpion Bay swapping out a steering rack because he hit a rock.
That's where we had to swap out an alternator. Scorpion Bay at lunch.
Yeah, we were there right in front of the office there and on the gravel there, swapping out the steering rack. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I carry a spare steering rack.
Yeah.
Just for that. Because when I got my first Gen 2, I lost my steering rack and
it's bad.
It was bad.
It's bad.
And I says, I'll never go through that again. So I got when I got my second Gen 2, I took it down and got the steering rack warranted while it was still under warranty.
Smart, yeah.
And I bought there wasn't much.
Buy the old one?
Yeah, and I bought the old one back for $400.
That's the core charge.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I kept that one, and that's what I keep as a spare. Yeah,
yeah.
And it works fine. It was just a little loose, but But I had the guy warranty it out for me, so I could buy it back and keep it as a spare. Yeah.
Yeah. The only time you said you've never been on your trailer. The only time I've ever been on our trailer, and knock on wood, now I'm going to go down. I'm going to be on the trailer the next run. But the only time I've been on our trailer is a steering rack. And we were in Moab, and I was on 39s. And on day one, I lost the steering rack. And that was really hard. Yeah.
That
was like a 12-point turn, getting around some things. And it was bad.
It was bad.
Trying to turn 39s on a Gen 2. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it was not fun. So, like I said, from that day on, I said I'm having a spare steering rack. So, in the back seat of my truck when I go to Baja, I have a spare steering rack.
Funny.
Yeah, I have that in my laptop to program it, and that's it.
Rob's the programming guy. Yeah, he can do all the programming and look at ForeScan. He's got ForeScan Lite. He's got the laptop. He's got everything. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that's what I carry, the ForeScans. But now we have a Ford technician that comes with, and he brings the Ford computer because on the Gen 3s there's
a lot of stuff that's still locked.
Correct, but he can get into it with the. Yeah, we were having a problem with a Gen 3, and he, the ForeScans wouldn't see it, but he was able to get in with his computer and reset it. So
Bailey brings his whole. What do you call it? Snap-on computer.
Oh yeah,
and he pays for the Gen 3, so he can see all that too.
Yeah.
But it was pulling up stuff, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "I've never seen this stuff before."
Right? Yeah.
So that's
I mean, ForeScans is good. I love ForeScans, but it's when it comes to the factory stuff, it's pretty. There is some limitations to it.
No, but there's there's these institutional kind of corporate events like the Ford Raptor Rally and the King of the Hammers thing, the Ford Experience. you like those more, or do you kind of like a do it, kind of often go off into the middle of the desert and kind of hang out with like the people you like kind of thing? Like, what do you think? Or do they both serve a purpose?
They both have their goods. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy a group of us friends get together and we go from here to Laughlin.
Mm-hmm.
We spend the night in Laughlin and then
Mm-hmm.
we come back. We do that a few times a year,
which
is a lot of fun. We'll do the Mojave Trail and with some friends.
You see they're closing like 2,200 miles of
that.
Yeah,
I see that.
I haven't looked. Like, I should look. We went last year, just for a small little run, but I should look and see like what is impacted by that. I think it's quite a lot.
I mean, right? I mean, you do U.S. stuff, so it's gonna impact your guys a lot.
You don't do any U.S. stuff, huh?
No.
Zero.
You
do want to or no?
Well,
it's a lot of
originally
it's a lot of shit.
It is. So here's the thing. Originally, we were gonna do U.S. stuff. All right, when we first started, we put it up on our website, and within a week, we had the national park and the call us and says you can't do this. You need permits. You need this. You need that. Insurance and this and that. And so we said, done. We didn't even get to do a run.
I know.
So we said done. So that's it.
I'm very familiar with the National Park Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that dealing, and then no one wanted to. All we got was threats, and no one really wanted to help. And he said, nah, screw this.
They don't want to help. The BLM was a big issue a long time ago. They seem to have cooled off a little bit. I say that, and I'm sure I'll get like some letter or something in the mail. They don't know me by name, which is insane.
Yeah.
There was 2021, and we met a BLM officer, and I was in the chase truck. I don't know why I brought the chase truck, not my Raptor or something, but everyone was just coming back from lunch, and I came all the way around the mountain, and they were just going to come through, and I was just going to meet up at the trailhead, and we were going to be done, and I'm just hanging out there in the chase truck, and he rolls up, and I see like the F1, it's a white F-150. I'm like, God damn it. It's always someone, like rolling up in a government looking F-150, and it's the BLM dude. He's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, so I started talking to him. He's actually very cool. He's a super cool guy. I have his card somewhere. And, he talked to me. He's like, I know you. He's like, you're Chad. I'm like, oh no. So I was like, uh-oh.
Not good when the government agency knows your name and you've never met him before.
But he was very cool. And so they cooled down a little bit. But yeah, National Park Service, they like to.
Oh, I don't even know how they found out. I mean, we were just a brand new company, and we just posted on the website, and it was a brand new website. I don't even know how unless someone dobbed us in. You know what I mean?
I think that's how it happens.
I think that's what. Yeah, I'm saying too. But
because we did, we've done Death Valley and we've done our stuff, but we try to be nice because we know the rules, right? And they have their rules and. What constitutes a group, what doesn't constitute a group, no advertisement, no public sale, that kind of thing. I get all that. So that's why we do everything through email. That's why we do everything.
Exactly. That's why
we do the things we do,
we do, we'll go out shooting out in the desert, or we'll go for a day run somewhere, and we'll invite people that's been from our tours, our close people, and we'll say, hey, we're heading out shooting. You want to come? Yeah. This is where we're going to be. Yep. Or you want to come run? We're going to run the Mojave Trail. We're going to run up to Randsburg or something like this. You want to come? This is where we're going to go. And so now it's just a informal friends go that pay to come on a tour in Baja with us, but we just give them when we go do stuff here, we invite them.
They're looking around, they're always watching, but I think when we were caught or whatever, I think from BLM, even from the very beginning, I think someone tipped them off that we were just doing that and whatever. But it is what it is. But
so that gave us a bad taste here in America, and we just said
it's difficult to work around. I mean, doing almost exclusively U.S. based runs, it's difficult to work around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we just didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that was Liana's side because she did a lot. She knows Johnson Valley. I don't know a lot of it out there at all. She has trails everywhere out there. She knows because that's all she did.
Yeah.
And I was doing Baja, you know what I mean? I know Baja like she knows out there.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's, so we just said, no, let's just stick to Baja where we had zero issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, I think they both have their place, but I just kind of.
Yeah, they sure do.
Big event versus little event kind of thing.
Yeah. But no, and there's the corporate stuff is good. That means that they're generally interested in not just selling your trucks, but getting to know the people that are buying the trucks.
Yeah. If they're willing to put money behind putting an event together, right? It's not just to sell the truck; it's to kind of cultivate an experience or get to know you, kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I like to see as well.
I don't know if they put money forward when you're paying $700 for a 2-day run. You know what I mean? Here out in Johnson Valley, I bet they're. I mean, the first year, right? You actually got a battery for it, right?
For $500.
Yeah, a $500.
$500 was a run and a battery. Yeah.
Right, and you actually got a battery for it, which is probably $200 Optima battery,
it was
right?
$349. Yeah, the MSRP.
Right. Yeah. This trip you didn't get any battery, right?
No.
Yeah.
You got a with the Raptor Rally, you got one. You got a AGM. You got a yellow top.
Okay.
From
that was the Havasu run, right?
The
Havasu run. Yeah.
If you didn't want the AGM, they gave you a voucher for half off the lithium, the brand new lithium that they have.
Oh, the one that has the
one that I have.
That has the reserve. The reserve. Yeah.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
And I used that already. Yeah. I was around my truck for it was at the Raptor Rally.
Right.
I was around my truck for 12 hours, and I had my key fob in my pocket. Engineers are opening and closing doors. People want to see the inside. We're lowering the tailgate. We're hanging out by the truck. I'm using Starlink the entire time. Yep. Because just throw on the internet and I had my computer up, whatever. And then we left. Everyone left. We went to dinner, and then the next morning at whatever it was, 7:30, I roll up and I was like, why is my truck just dead as a doorknob? What is going on? And I was like, dude, it won't the dash won't even attempt to light up. I was like, what the hell? So I popped the hood,
pushed the
little button, started it up. I was like, whoa! I was like, that's pretty cool. I was like, I like that.
Yeah, no. So when we did the modifications, I had to get rid of the big stock battery and with a red top.
You have a little tinier red top kind of one.
Yeah, a little red top battery in there now.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. To your point about the other one, the King of the Hammer one. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, $700 was a little steep, I think, for that
one.
For that run. I mean, if corporate's getting into it like that Ford, they you're paying a lot for that truck as it starts. They should be.
Do you think it should kind of be not come with it, but do you think it should be a cost reimbursement kind of thing versus a for-profit kind of thing? You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure it does cost them. I'm sure that where they had it at the 40s, I don't know if or if Optima covered that or whatever. I'm sure it wasn't cheap to do it there, and I don't know if they needed permits and I don't know if they went permits and stuff like that. I'm sure that right, but the amount of trucks they had there had to be some good profit.
I think they lost money.
Oh, really?
No, I think it's a loss leader to do a big event like that. I think it's a loss leader. But I think it should be more of a loss leader.
Correct. For a big company like that.
Company like that.
Yeah. I mean, it just. I mean, you don't see the Dodge doing that with the Rams and stuff, putting on runs and stuff. But and it.
You sure would hope that Stellantis would foot some of the bill if they did, kind of thing.
Right. I mean, especially the corporate. They should be giving something back to the people that have spent $120,000 on a Ford Raptor, the Raptor R and stuff, and
it's a hard middle ground to play around in.
It is,
especially from a corporate level too. It's hard to play in that field. I can play in that field. I mean, I'm me, and I put on runs and people like them, and you're you and put on runs, people like them.
Yeah.
We don't make a lot of money doing it. We make some money, but for a corporate institutional level, that's a hard playing field to be around.
Yeah. I mean, I get told all the time, you must be making good money when you're charging thousands of dollars for to go to Baja. I mean, it's, it's not, because, when you book a year out, I mean, the dollar fluctuates so much, you can lose a lot of money just in the dollar with hotel rooms and stuff that you've had to pay, We
lost so much, not lost, but transactionally lost so much money in 2024 on that run.
Yeah.
We lost so much money.
Yeah.
We went, historically, if you look too, we went in the worst time the dollar had ever been in the last like 20 years. It was April of 2024. I was like, hey, that's not nice.
Yeah.
So mad.
I mean, so many things can happen, and with the exchange rate, so there's
it's always a funny money exchange rate when you get down there,
and gas prices and stuff, and
gas prices aren't even any cheaper. They're just the $4, $5 a gallon now.
Right.
That's just what you expect.
But, and then when I put the HM kit on my truck, and and then I went, I got rid of the IWEs, and it's fully locked and stuff. Now I went from like 12 miles a gallon down to 9 miles now, on the trails now. So that ate up, 2,700 miles to Cabo and back. That ate up a big chunk of extra money that we didn't plan for. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
When I saw 5.5 miles per gallon when I was in my R, and I was like, I didn't plan for that.
Yeah, right.
Off-road, like for an hour, and I looked down, I'm like, 5.5 miles per gallon. I was like, and Winifred from Goose Tune didn't help that much neither, but that took it. You need it though. You're running 39s or 40s or something like that. You need.
Oh no, I love it. He made me a special tune for the Baja gas, and it works.
That's good.
I can't take it off. Once you get it on there, you feel that difference. You can't go backwards. You know what I mean? So you're stuck at 9 miles an hour instead of 10 or 11 if you took the tune and put it back to stock, but
I'm having to use octane booster every time we fill up down there.
With the no, that's where Winifred's good. He made me a special tune for and it works great. I just keep it here, it's it runs, and it gives it just smoothens it all out and gives it a little more pep, and it's been great.
Well, speaking of Baja, that's what we've done this entire podcast, but I wanted to talk about and this more than I do, but I want to talk about like misconceptions about Baja and danger. I want to talk about that because I think there's a lot of misconception.
Misconception. I have a lot of good friends that won't come down to Baja because they watch the news, and and they just tell you bad things, all the bad things that goes on, and it's absolutely garbage. I've been going down there for 15 years or so off-roading by myself, and I've never had. The only problems I've had is with a cop in fucking Tijuana or Tecate that wants some money. That's it, and and other than that, I've had zero. You go looking for trouble, you'll find it. But same up here.
You can say that about LA. You can say that about Chicago. You can say that about, anywhere.
You go down there and you keep your nose out of business where it shouldn't be. And I've had zero issues. Like I was down there just this last weekend, and when the stuff started happening, and I didn't feel unsafe. It wasn't. And I don't think, if you go down there and you just do touristy stuff, and here's the thing, and it's what I believe is Baja needs the tourism, 100%. Otherwise, that's their main income. And I think if the cartel mess with the tourism, then the locals are going to get upset, and then the government's going to be forced to come in, crack down on them. and they don't want that.
Well, the cartels have a hand in all the big hotels.
Correct.
And that's how they move some of their money.
Yeah, right.
So
right. 100%.
They have a vested interest in keeping everyone happy on Baja. They do. I mean, they do.
Yeah.
And
no, 100%. And my always saying is that if a foreigner gets killed down there, they were either two things. They were doing something they shouldn't have been doing, dealing with something that, like drugs or something like that, or they were just in the wrong place, the wrong time between two gangs. I've never ever felt unsafe down there. I have felt more unsafe. I'm in construction, but I go to job sites in LA before they're job sites, doing job walks, and we're talking about an existing building and this and that and what we're gonna do, and I felt more unsafe and seen more unsafe shit like in LA than I have in Baja. Yeah,
without a doubt, 100% fact.
And when you're out on the trails, 90% of the people are fucking
super cool,
super happy to see you.
They just want to talk,
welcoming and hiking, and the kids are just stickers, and they're as soon as they hear you coming, they're out on the they're out there sticker. Yeah, they're just super happy and try and get you to do burnouts and donuts.
Yeah, they want the donuts and the exhaust,
the burnouts and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just great,
But yeah, there's a huge amount of misconception with the danger in Baja, and
huge.
If you look at the Department of State, travel website, it has Baja listed as the same threat level as France and Germany and Italy. If that gives you an example of the lack of danger, right? You go to Italy, you go to like Venice and go for a European vacation, right? Or you go to France, you go to Paris. There's some pickpocket and some petty crime in Paris or whatever. But you go there, right, without a blink of an eye. Now you see Baja and you're like, I don't want to go. No, it's the same. It's the State Department has literally listed those two places the same threat level to U.S. citizens. I mean, and I would argue that Baja is less.
No, I 100% agree. There's you see on the news more killings of Americans in America than there ever are in Baja.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
More killings in America of Americans than will ever see in Baja.
Yep. And I think the news does a poor job of
very
delineating the difference between like a mainland Mexico problem, right?
Well, the problem is the main channel of news, they don't go down there to see. They just from their studios say this is what's going on, and they just paint a bad picture of Baja. You know what I mean? That
just gets displayed up here,
right? Right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of actually going down there and being on the ground and see how calm it is,
calm, nice. Yeah. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, everyone's happy. Like Sunday when the shit hit the fan, I was sitting on the Malecon eating eggs Benedict and enjoying my Sunday morning in Ensenada, and it was great. I didn't feel like shit, I got to get out of here, There wasn't fucking people running around with guns and burning the place down, so but yeah, it's hugely blown out of shape.
I agree.
By the news.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate because the place is beautiful.
Yeah.
Baja has a lot to offer. A lot.
Do you think it's changed in the last 15 years that you've been going down there?
Just gotten more expensive.
That's true.
but
more corporate money going into it or anything, or
no, not really, not what I see. Because I don't like to. I mean, maybe along the border towns, but we don't. I don't spend.
Yeah, it's different. You don't go to those towns.
Yeah, I don't spend. Everything's down and out in the middle of nowhere. Where there's. You pull up in this fishing village and there's a couple of old ladies in there hand making tortillas and the best carne asada tacos you've ever had.
Yep.
And that has never changed. I've never really seen those people change out in the middle of nowhere. They're always happy to see you, and and they're welcoming, and
I agree.
Been been great. Never felt unsafe anywhere out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. How are you? I'm John.
Hi, John.
You having a good night?
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. We'll drive.
Right now, I drive a Gen 2 Ford Raptor 2020 with a HM suspension up front and Deavers in the rear.
What do you think about that?
That's cool.
Thank you.
Do you want to go off road with him one day?
Yeah.
You going to come to Baja with us?
Uh-huh.
You've already been to Baja, right?
Yeah.
How did you go to Baja?
I drive that truck.
No, you went on a boat.
Drive daddy's truck.
You went on a boat.
I went on a boat.
Here, you don't have to talk so close to the microphone.
Oh, you went on a cruise?
Yeah.
We went on a family boat.
Oh, a family one down there.
Where did we go? Did we go to cool beaches?
Yeah.
And did we see cool stingrays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I'm done.
That was fun. Now.
Okay.
Good night.
He can spot like raptors now.
Oh,
Yeah. So I
You
kind of
can
like
see
it.
the
Like,
difference?
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
he said that like he saw a Gen 3. He's like, that's a Gen 3. I'm like, ah. I was like, yeah.
Oh, you can tell the difference
Mhm.
between them
The
now.
difference, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
You're
'Cause
teaching him young.
I know. I know.
Wait till he can drive. Daddy's
know.
Raptor's gonna be gone.
Well, we got my dad got him for his like second Christmas. He got him the Power Wheels.
Oh,
The
Raptor.
Raptor.
Yeah.
And it's a Gen 3.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. I was like, and I had the code orange one at the time, and I was laughing. I was like, oh man. And then it was just about kind of sort of getting time to get into an R. And I was like, man, I don't know what color to get. And then I saw Harry's his Raptor, and it's that carbonized gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Harry, I'll get my new Raptor to match yours. And he like lost his mind, that because I was thinking about Shelter Green. I
Yeah.
was like, no, I told him gray. So then like when the new Raptor, when the R came in, it was the same gray. He lost his mind. So now we have matching Raptors.
Matching Raptors.
Yeah. But he just wants to drive mine. So we go up and down the street and he like, does the steering wheel and everything.
Does the steering wheel.
Half turns it, starts to turn it into the car. Hey!
Yeah, the streets aren't very wide here.
No, they're not very wide here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can talk about your truck, your new truck. So Kevin at HM, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kevin and HM built
So you have
it for
a
me.
full build.
Full front build.
Full front build.
Yeah.
What is he has different levels, right? So he has
he has a 94, which is the stock width, and then he has this 95 kit, which is what I got, and then he has a 96 kit, which is what his luxury pre-runners
are.
But with that one, you got to go 2-wheel drive.
Okay.
And I didn't want to lose 2-wheel drive because I have to pull too many people out of stuff in Baja. So I need my 4-wheel drive. So yeah, I mean, even with my kit, if I was to lose the 4-wheel drive, I could probably get 2 to 3 more inches travel out of the kit I have. But
do you even need it?
No. Honestly, let me put it like this. When we went out to Johnson Valley the first time I got it, we went out there to test it and tune the shocks. There's a section there that we would run, and I could probably do.
Oh, you told me this.
Could probably do 45 through it with a stock truck. I was booking through there at 95, and it was just smooth.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Tire size difference too between the 45 mile per hour and the 95 mile per hour? No,
37s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have 39s now?
No,
you still have 37.
37s.
Will 39s fit, or do you have to do a lot more clearance still, even on a 95 kit?
No, they won't fit in the rear bed. I have a new bed right now. It's waiting, so hopefully by San Felipe I'll be on 40s.
Yeah, but you're saying they won't clear clearance wise, like travel wise, in the rear?
In the rear bed,
okay.
yes.
Even with 39s?
Yes,
Really?
37's already scraping in there. When I bottom out hard, it scrapes in the.
Do you have like a McNeil +4 or something like that in the rear? Or
well, I do now.
Okay.
So I got a whole new. I bought another guy that was in there now.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a linked rear end.
Okay.
So he didn't need his bed because it's all tube chassis. So I bought his bed at a good price, and I cut that up and put the fenders on it. It's there ready to go. So I'm just waiting for the truck that's in there. Another truck that's in there now that they were finishing up this week. It goes testing on Saturday. We go to test it on Saturday. Then when that comes out, mine will go in. My bed will come off, and that's gone. I actually gave that to Brett King. All my parts on my truck came off and went to Brett King. He's building a truck for his daughter. So he got all my parts. So that'll go that, and then I have a whole new bed that's ready. Bed sides are already cut and put. The McNeil fenders are already on it. They'll put that on it, and then I have a new differential there because mine's bent. So when we do all that, that'll. Because he has to weld the bump stops and the tabs for the shocks on it.
So you're not going to go like a Curry rear?
I will eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, my goal is by, if business still stays good, by the end of the year, it'll be going in to get linked.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And so Kevin has a link package, obviously. That
his recon.
Okay.
But right at the back of the cab, they
just chop it.
And then it's all steel tube work from there out.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's my goal now by the end of the year.
And those have to be big links then. If he's like at the end of the
no, they're long, they're good. You get some trophy truck travel out of it. I mean his
like 22, 26 kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and it's amazing. There's nothing like that. Like when he took me for a ride in one, and I was like. That was it. Not even. I mean, my rear end works pretty good now with the 4.0s and the leaf springs and the Deavers, but man, the stuff you can hit with a linked rear end is just totally different level.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's huge, but the downside is I won't be able to carry as much shit that I do in the back of my bed now. Like I got.
What about spring? Like you can't update your spring rate to be a little heavier, and
I don't think they make them heavy enough. I mean, I carry a lot of weight in the back of my truck.
I've seen. Well, I mean, we were at King of the Hammers, and we basically, we redid your diff cover. We did. You had a new. Well, I guess we did. We used the same gasket, right? Or no?
Well,
no,
we didn't.
No,
we used gasket goo.
Because so we did RTV'd your gasket and made one up.
Yeah, still in there now.
Is it still in there?
Because I got another diff there ready to put into it, so I haven't, I haven't fucking, and it's still working good.
I like that little box welder that we almost used. We didn't use it, but we almost used it. That I like that. That's cool.
Oh, that thing saved that thing's the best $1,000 I ever spent years ago. I don't know what they're up to now. When that thing first came out, I wanted one, and then we had a good run, and then I said, Liana, I need this for the tours, and then I used Dirt Days to buy it, and trust me, it's got us out a lot of spots in Baja that people, especially we've had 3 trucks and it only seems to be the Fox race shocks that go through the towers on the Gen 2s. Yeah. Right. The Kings don't seem to do it, or the stock shocks don't seem to do it, but the race series Fox, I've had 3 of them I've had to weld up.
Interesting. That
have gone through the shock tower.
Fox has had some interesting stuff happen in the first run of the 3.2 dual live out, or sorry, the 3.2 race series shocks. Ton of leakage, ton of just blown shocks, and we had one just like literally. When was the run? Like a month, not even a month ago. Yeah, we had one there. Yeah, and that was his second or third. That was his second time that they've blown. So 3.2 live valve shock, second time blown. So I don't know, something's going on with that.
Yeah, I mean one of them wasn't. So the owner of the truck actually put them on himself, and he put where the 3 bolts that go through the shock tower. He actually put his little washers underneath that going in. So when he bolted it down, it was pushing on those little washers.
Sure.
So instead of the whole plate,
sure.
So though it was fatiguing, and it eventually broke the steel. And once the steel started splitting, it just
went right through.
It just went right through and snapped the whole thing. And and the shock just went straight through the shock tower and up. And but you know, we were able to jack it up, and then I hammered all the bits back, and I was able to weld it all up and put the shock in, and he drove it home.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. So it's paid for itself many a times. You know, like shock mounts, especially on the Gen 1s where they fucking hang way down below the thing where they've hit rocks. I've welded on a bunch of Gen 1 shock towers, shock mounts on the rear, on the diff. Yeah, huge.
Yeah, the Gen 3 even
welded up plenty of exhausts.
Yeah.
A lot of exhaust hangers. Yeah. So it's paid for itself many a times.
Yeah, I like that it's self-contained, because there's a lot of box welders that you still need something else for it.
No, right. Batteries, and you have to hook it to your batteries and stuff. This is self-contained.
I like that it's self-contained.
And you can weld for like 20 minutes on the batteries.
Realistically, you don't even need, at a trailside fix, you're talking like total welding time.
Yeah.
Like minutes.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not welding for 20 minutes straight kind of thing, And
it burns really hot. So it can weld really good.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's very, very good investment for Baja.
Yeah. But I know you carry a bunch of stuff back there.
Yeah, dude, I carry.
Have you ever weighed? Have you ever weighed it all or no?
No, I don't want to. I mean that black box, the big black box.
Yeah.
That itself's got to be 800-900 pounds.
900 pounds.
It's full of tools, full of parts, full of. Yeah, I can't lift it.
Oh man,
it's pretty heavy. I mean, maybe not that much, but it's damn heavy. I got that, and then I got the 2 tires, and then I got 10 gallons of gas, and when I'm in Baja, and my tank, and then my cooler, and the welder, and the oils, and then the fuel tank. It's quite a lot of weight back there. A lot of extra weight than what a stock Raptors.
So are you on a higher compression spring now with the HM kit? Or I'm sorry, I guess you're on Deavers now.
I'm on Deavers. Yeah, I'm on a +5 HD.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you stay pretty level with that?
No, it's sagging a bit now.
You sag still, even with a +5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They need. I really need to pull them off and get them resprung. Yeah.
But when you go to an actual link and a coil and everything like that, do you think they'll make a coil that can hold that kind of weight?
No. I'll have to shim down on what I carry for sure.
Yeah. How's some in the chase truck? I mean,
yeah, but the chase truck does no good when you.
I know when you're 50 miles from it.
Well, a long way from that, you know what I mean? Yeah, 100 miles, and it's all shitty road to get in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take you 2 hours to get out and 2 hours to get back. So I just carry everything.
Yeah.
As much as what I
can.
I pretty carry.
Yeah.
As much as I can with me.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, my truck's a moving toolbox and a steering rack and ball joints and uppers and all kinds of junk. Yeah.
Well, do you have a craziest Baja story kind of thing, or not really? One that you want to tell?
Well, yeah. So one run we were down behind. El Rosario there. We went out, you run down along the coast there, and one of the guys came around the corner, and there was a big rain rut, and it was marked on the GPS danger. I mark all the big dangers, and he still come around the corner and went sideways and lost it, and he ripped his whole rear end out of the back of the truck.
Ooh. Couldn't weld it.
Well, this was before I had the
Nah,
welder. If
just
I had the
kidding.
welder, if I had the welder, I would have made a lot. But we had 100 ratchet straps on that
Yep.
truck, and he drove it 300
it?
miles home.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We got there, and the truck had cleared the
rain rut.
the rain rut,
Mhm.
but his axle was.
No.
Yeah, so it was pretty. The drive shaft was hanging out the side of it,
Oh, Jesus.
and he was up there pulling his tires off pulling the tires out of the back of the truck because he thought he had flat tires. He had bigger problems, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, we pulled up and we were there for about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, but we got it back in and
Wow.
got the bolts in where we could and got it strapped in and he drove it out there slow. The shock was all bent, so it was fucking stiff, and
Yeah.
because the shock was so bent it
You
wouldn't
couldn't
go
compress
so,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it couldn't compress
No.
it. So it was a harsh ride for him on the way
Mhm.
out. But yeah, I got video of it here on my phone that he driving
my
through
God.
Ensenada fucking like this because it was so jacked up. But yeah, he drove it all the way home.
Oh my God. What year was that?
That was, I want to say that was probably 5 years ago. 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Raptor Junkies run.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that deal? Are they do run stuff down there too, or no?
No, they do runs every few years with us down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they just hit us up to do a February run for next year.
Okay.
So we're planning that with them right now. But
Nice.
yeah, no, they do every, since I think it's been probably 2 years, 3 years since they've done a Baja run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just partner with you and put something together for their members, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real much. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Kimmery's really nice, and she does
Long
it.
way from Washington for them
It
to go
is.
down there.
Yeah, but she seems to get the followers,
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a good fun run, and then a lot of them come on our runs, after that.
Separately,
Yeah,
kind of
separately
thing.
sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about this? Rapid fire questions. There's no right or wrong answer. There may be, but okay. Desert or mountains?
Desert.
10 trucks or
Well, hang on. What do you mean as deserts? Like Baja Desert or
there's no right or
desert
wrong
out here?
answer. This is up to you.
But well, I'll tell you the truth, I like both of them, but I'd prefer desert.
Desert.
Faster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Jeep guy where it's slow going on the trails. I like to go have fun and get some speed, get some adrenaline going,
Okay.
Yeah.
10 trucks or 100 trucks?
10 trucks.
Yeah, I think that's your number anyway.
Yeah.
I made these talking points and these questions before I knew that was your number.
Yeah. Well, for tours, let me tell you, if we're going a long way over days and days and days. But other than that, if we're just out for the weekend or, get together, then
go to Glamis or
go to Glamis or
King of
Arctic
the Hammers
or out to King of the Hammers, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most overrated truck mod? There's a lot.
There is a lot.
Know.
Well, the most overrated truck mod was I just seen on Saturday.
Okay.
So Stuart has a Raptor R, right? He just dropped it off to Kevin. He's getting the same front end I am.
Mm-hmm.
Once he went for a ride in mine, he said, "I got to have this." So he dropped his truck off last week, and then he showed up Saturday with Louis Vuitton fenders.
Oh no!
Carbon fiber infused with Louis Vuitton
with the logo
print.
Oh my god!
On the carbon fibers.
Just oh my god!
You gotta see it. They're awesome. Yeah, let me show you.
Well, that was like the guy with the loafers that came to Baja. He had the I forget the brand of loafers, like Armani shoes. Oh my god! It actually doesn't look.
It doesn't
bad.
look too bad, but he's getting the hood done and the rear fenders done.
Yeah, he should just do the whole truck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't, but it's
worthless.
Yeah, worthless.
It's
Louis
worthless.
Vuitton,
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, I didn't even know that existed.
No, it didn't. It didn't before that point.
So I guess that's going to be the new craze now. As the
well, you're gonna see an underlay of a bunch of stupid crap all over carbon. You get a carbon fiber and they get like an underlay or something.
But I mean, why would you do that to a Raptor R? But you know, everyone has their own taste, right?
Yeah, everyone's allowed to be wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
and he's a pretty far out guy. He's young, bald, tattoos all over him, and he's, you know, he likes to be different. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
can't hate that.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't knock it until I actually see the truck. You know, they look hideous on the ground, but hey, they might look cool on the truck.
Hey, do the whole truck. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Maybe it might become a new cartel truck. They might like
yeah,
that.
Right? Yeah.
You know, we'll see.
So, okay. So most overrated mod, what do you think in reality, though? Something that everyone gets that is just not, you don't really actually need it.
Oh, that's a hard one.
I know mine. It's a cheap shot. I know mine.
What's that?
It's the Cobb shroud, the radiator shroud.
Oh,
it's just not needed. It's just silly. It's just silly, you know. And then they're making carbon fiber.
Right. Yeah, they're making carbon fiber.
Silly.
Right.
And it's like a couple $100 to get it too. That stupid shroud thing. There's guys that like to go to the car shows though and like open their hood and do that whole kind of thing
and show it stuff off.
There's guys that like that. I mean, that's fine.
Right.
One of our guys was on the last run and he's like, I like to do that. I'm like, hey man, like you should see the underside. You should see the underside of my hood. It does not look good in there.
Yeah. No, mine's all dirty under there. Yeah. You know? I clean the outside, but I never lift the hood. I don't care about the inside. So I can't see it. The hood I can't see it, so it doesn't bother me until something goes wrong and I have to climb in there and fix something, and it's oily and greasy and dirty. But yeah.
But yeah, that's my overrated mod. What do you think is an underrated mod? What do you think people don't get enough of that they should be investing in? And I have a good answer.
A good radio.
Yeah.
A good, you know, not a handheld, because.
Do you allow handhelds on your runs or no?
We do. You know, the most important thing to me is that they can hear that when I call out dangers and stuff, you can hear that on a handheld. You can hear it on a handheld. You can hear it on a handheld, right? But they can't transmit. So that's the main thing to me, is that they can hear the dangers I'm calling out when we're on a trail. So that's number one. And obviously a rear light, because Baja is very dusty, and same here in the desert.
You're saying like a dust light?
Chase light, yeah. Those two are the must things. But
we require a 50-watt mounted radio because it's just... There's been too many times to where, like you say, I've called something out and someone said, I didn't hear it. And maybe you didn't hear it like because you were out of radio range or the radio didn't pick it up or whatever. Maybe you didn't hear it because the speaker on the little handheld radio
is
not that powerful. Right. And maybe it was in your cup holder facing the opposite way and, you know, blasting into the inside of the cup holder. You just can't hear. You got a little bit of music on. Yeah. So yeah, it's been years that we required the 50 watt. And, you know, 1 out of 10 guys, 1 out of 10 was like, really? Do I have to? And it's like, yes, you have to. And then that very same guy does it, comes on a run. It's like, oh man, like that. I totally understand now. You know, it's like complete like realization of the justification.
It's very rare now. Like when we first started, we had a lot of people that didn't have radios, but now everyone gets it. And everyone's on radios now, and you know, especially the people that were on a handheld at the first one. By the next run they come on, they've got in truck car one.
Yeah, I mean $600. You know, $600-700 total. Like for the radio, for the speaker, the antenna. Yeah, you know. I know it's $600-700, but at the same time, it really pays its worth.
Oh, like, it is. I mean,
in one run, you're like, oh,
I've had my Motorola from PCI that I bought when I first started. You know, 10 years ago,
like an 8500 or something, or
it's just a 50-watt buddy. Works great to this day.
Yep.
And it's gone from truck to truck to truck, and
Yep.
it's just it works great.
Yeah.
So it's something you don't have to keep buying every time. You just
you don't want to.
Yeah, you just bring it from truck to truck. You know what I mean? It's a one-time investment.
Yeah. My underrated mod is anything suspension protection related. So like all the Foutz stuff, like anything that like the little skid plate that goes on the bottom of the rear
Differential.
The rear differential skid plate. Yeah. There's 50 pictures of me underneath a truck trying to stop a leak on my last truck before I finally fixed it.
If I didn't have the Foutz on mine when I hit that rock, it probably would have shattered it.
Some guys don't like it because when you hit it with the Foutz, it engages those bolts, right? You know what I mean? And that's what happened with yours.
That's mine. It ripped all those bolts out, right? But if I show you that,
you would have actually cavitated.
It probably would have shattered the that forged housing.
Yep.
I hit the steel on that he makes it out of was pretty thick, and I curved that so bad, it actually hit the housing and bent the housing.
Oh wow!
That's why I can't get that one bolting, because it bent it like half a bolt hole.
Sure.
Just enough to not be able to get that bolt in.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't had that and hit it at, I was doing 80 when I hit it, it probably would have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to get home. It would have gone on the trailer because it would have shattered or at least took a chunk out of it.
Sure. And you've been screwed anyway.
Would have been screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. Anything suspension protection related. The same thing he makes it with the rear shock guards, the actual aluminum.
The aluminum one. Yeah.
I've done not those, and I've done those, and man, the plastic that comes with the regular shocks, you can eat through those. You can eat through those in two runs. In one run. One Baja run, you can eat through them. Two stateside runs, you can eat through them. Like eat through them.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I did that so bad one time. You can't get
the bolts out because they're all bent and broken. And,
Yep. I did that so bad one time. It was like Bluetoothed onto the shock. It was just moving up and down. And I was like, dude, no. So then, after that, the Foutz, but anything suspension protection.
Greg
related.
makes amazing stuff. And, he's got many years of Baja and Raptors and stuff. And his stuff is hands down.
Yep. Good stuff.
Damn right good. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Yeah. That
serves a purpose and it fixes a lot of his stuff fixes a lot of problems that
he fixes some holes that have been left. Yeah. He fills them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's underrated, and then Starlink I think is underrated.
Oh well.
It's becoming a normal thing, but I think it's still a little underrated. It is such a tool.
It is amazing. I mean, so when it first came out, I had one. Obviously, I got 40 of them. So
that's right. Yeah.
But I was able to pull it out. We had a problem with a truck that came on a tour. Went to was at Galpin getting work. They did some work on it, and we were down behind Catavina, way down on the coast, in the middle of nowhere, and we had troubles with his truck. And I was able to drag the Starlink out, set it up, and we were able to FaceTime with the mechanic.
Wow.
That was amazing. This was when Starlink first came out, because I've had it for a long time. And we were able to FaceTime, and we found that he didn't put a hose on properly, and we found the problem, and we got it fixed.
Wow.
And we were able to go through with what he did, and we wouldn't have seen it because it was buried. It was buried deep down in there,
Wow.
And we went through things, and we with the mechanic
troubleshot,
and he told us what he did, and we were able to look at it, and sure enough, there was a hose that had come off.
Wow.
And
so Starlink is great.
Been amazing. Yeah,
I agree. Your favorite Baja food stop? You don't have to say it if you don't want to make it too popular.
Oh no! Well, Valley of Tea for tacos, amazing. Rendria's got a good one, but my favorite probably when we go to Bay of LA, we're either there the first night or the last night, and we always get the lobster
at the hotel there.
Yeah, at the hotel. So they'll just bring out platters and platters of lobster and steak and lobster. It's the best. Either that or In La Paz,
Mm-hmm.
if we get there on a Wednesday,
Mhm.
we stay at a certain hotel because they have an Italian
Yeah, I know that.
Italian buffet
Yeah.
on a Wednesday,
Yep.
and it's absolutely fucking amazing.
And
for being in Baja, they have
Yeah.
the Italian buffet,
and
that
we
they
were
have
at
is
that
great.
hotel on a Wednesday,
Mhm.
and we didn't get to that hotel until 11:45 at night. And so I had the Italian dinner in a box waiting for me.
Waiting for you, yeah.
It was still
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
It was still good.
Mate, it's a really good buffet. So if we get to Loretto on Wednesday, we always stay at that one hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, just because of that buffet.
Yeah. What did you say before that? Oh, at Bay of LA, they have a really good breakfast there too. I loved their breakfast.
Do you stay at Los Vientos?
Mhm.
Yellow?
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved their breakfast there. That was really good.
William, the owner there, is great. They cook us there, yeah.
And then Rocavilla burned down, but then the dude rebuilt it, so that was cool. Yeah, happy that happened.
Yeah, so that, but and also good food is at Alfonsina's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right
we
there,
ate there, coming back up one time and then going down there, going down one time.
Yeah, their steak there is fucking.
I love those little taquito things.
Yeah, they have really good food there too.
Yeah.
And I like, Javier at
Old Mill
Eucalyptus. Yeah, yeah. But the only problem with him is, man, it takes forever.
Yeah,
takes forever.
Yeah,
and after you've done 8 hours on the trail,
because that's a hard time because getting to San Quintin is a day. It's a whole day.
I mean, it takes takes 3 or 4 hours just to get on the highway from Ensenada to there because of all the bloody buses.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the school buses go to die.
Well, yeah, you do like Valley Teeth and go do crossover and then
yeah.
But yeah, that's still a huge day.
It is a long day.
It's a big day.
Yeah. And then you get there and you go to dinner there when you got 30 people. It's a 3-hour dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
But the food's
great. I like the food there a
is
lot.
Amazing, but just the time. So we split it up between there and
that restaurant next door or whatever.
No, we don't go. We haven't really been in there. What's the other one just up the road? It's a hotel as well. Gardenias. Jardines.
Mm-hmm.
We go there. We split up between there and Jardines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're good.
They like seafood over there, right?
Yeah, they got seafood. Mexican. Mexican. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. If you want a good lobster, that's another good place at Jardines. Yeah.
How about a trail that you can't get tired of, that you just want to keep doing?
Probably my favorite one is between La Paz and coming back to Loretto. That and between Cabo. So when you go from Cabo, you come up along the coast and you go into Los Barillas. When you leave out of Los Barillas, it's just a single trail on the edge of the cliff, on the edge of the water. Amazing.
Yeah, that's
really,
your favorite
really
one.
Cool. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
The further south you get, the better.
No,
the better the trails.
The most amazing trails.
Yeah.
And then what impact do you hope that people will have from doing, the experiences and the tours with you?
Well, to see how the culture is, to get to know Baja and see that it's a safe place. You know what I mean? And see that the people are not waiting to cut your head off. You know what I mean? But unfortunately for the news, it's done its bad. But the place really, and they need our tourism. No ifs or buts about it, and they need the tourism. And once they come on a tour and they see, some of them go down by themselves after that, and go and see. They realize it's not what the news cracks it up to be. Yeah. But it's to show them
culture,
the culture and the food and the stuff, and they realize, hey, it's not as bad as it they make it out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Very cool.
And you know, they get to see the people and how welcoming they are.
And so for a lot of people, it's a trip of a lifetime too.
Right.
It's a culmination of owning a vehicle, and
we tell, you know, when we go, we tell people, you know, to bring candy and stickers and dog treats.
Sure.
And when the kids come running out and they start handing out, and then like I'm in between San Ignacio and Scorpion Bay.
Yeah.
There's this little fishing village way out there. I mean, it's not very big, but I guess they have no TV or internet or whatever, because there's 1,000 kids out there in this little fishing village. And as soon as you pull up in one end, they must be all connected, because one kid comes out and then there's 100 kids waiting for you to drive down the road and get their stickers and stuff, and just to see their face and they're happy with a sticker, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, you know, they don't want a PS3 or a PS4 or a Game Boy or an iPhone. You dated
yourself there.
They're just happy to get a sticker. And I've been going through there for a long time, and I give out the same stickers every time, so they must have a ton of them. A ton of the same stickers.
But they're still happy.
They're still happy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. They don't care what it is, as long as it's a sticker.
Yeah.
They care what's on it. But and it brings a lot of just to see the smiles and the thing, like once a year in October we do an event for the orphanages at Estero Beach. We bring in, like, just last October we had 250 kids.
Oh wow!
That we bring in, we feed them.
Good.
And we take them for rides around the short course track in off-road, in the off-road cars.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a
very cool.
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, John, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Fun.
It was a good time.
It
was
is
a lot of Baja.
Yes, it was a lot of Baja.
That's okay.
That's all I really do. You know? but yeah, it's all I can say. It's an amazing place. If you've never been, go try it. Doesn't have to be with me. Doesn't have to be with you. Nope. There's plenty of other tour companies.
There's a dozen plus more.
Right.
Yep.
Go and try it. You'll be blown away.
I agree.
You'll be blown away. Like I tell people, I says, once you go to Baja, you'll never go to Ocotillo Wells, or you'll never go out to.
You're hooked.
Yeah, you'll be hooked. I says you'll never go. You'll always want to go to Baja.
Yep, for sure.
100%.
Well, thank you, brother.
No, thank you, mate.
Appreciate it.
Impression. Yep. Thanks, mate. That was fun. Yeah.